And we are live. And just let me get this on the server. And I was actually on a video call or voice call with Gemma and Rudy earlier. I cannot tell you how many ways they figured out to say something along the lines of people like us.
Your smash hit?
If you want to call it that.
What I really want to know is, have you heard from Cove yet today?
Yeah, I think he's just acting like it never happened.
Well, that's not fun. You literally called yourself a pimp.
Yeah, the thing with Kobe is he usually has his initial reaction, and if he hates it, he forgets about it.
Fair enough.
Hello, Mr. Shade here. I'm glad you could join us. How are you doing?
Yeah.
Why do you sound so excited?
Because I'm suffering inside.
Not you, Mr. Shadier.
Oh, I see how it is.
Well, I already know you're dreading your very existence right now. We all are.
You sounded like the mom in Christmas Vacation. It's Christmas and we're all suffering right now.
It's February.
Yes. And now that made me
More
think of
literally.
that made me think of the cybernetic ghost of Christmas Past from the future. So you're the ghost of Christmas Past. That is correct. I mean, you realize it's February, right?
I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, I will see you in December. Tomorrow.
Still haven't seen that yet.
Okay, we're gonna watch it sometime.
Alright.
And actually, you mentioning my suffering, I'm actually gonna pour a drink here.
Hey Darius, what's up?
Darius. Oh yeah, I guess I should do introductions. Yeah, we are live now. It's your boy Manny with Kenzie again, and the debut of Raptor Ræx. Ah, my whiskey!
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go and grab a White Claw.
Sounds good.
Because I am a white woman. And that is all we drink.
And Raptor,
is what we sustain our life.
Raptor, what are you drinking?
Coffee.
He's 17.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the right answer.
So, as you should know, Raptor, your parents keep all the good shit out of your reach. So get yourself a stool and get at it.
Okay, now that I'm back, hello, Rudy, Darius, and Bagel. Mr. Shadier says, Raptor, be a clever girl. Lying in bed all day, that's what... I mean, I didn't want to lie in bed all day, but the moment I got up to leave for work, I immediately regretted it. I wanted to just play World of Warcraft all day. Can someone please put away that girl with the face of a 10-year-old and the body of a 40-year-old? No, Rudy, that's going to be the background the whole time.
Isn't it beautiful?
Hello, the father.
We see this question whole in existence right now.
Alright, I got my drink.
I'm still here.
Excellent. And I gotta make sure to only have one drink tonight. Because I don't want either of you taking advantage of me the way Rudy did the one time.
Did she touch your wiener?
No, we were playing a drinking game for a movie. But doctor's orders, they're not allowed to drink alcohol aside from wine and stuff. So I was doing the drinking game on my own, but they waited for me to get pretty tipsy and say, Manny, don't forget you said you would take my drinks for me. And I was like, huh? Oh, yeah, right. So for like an hour, I was taking 2 drinks for every little thing. Then I was like, wait a minute! I never agreed to that.
Full of sleeping pill and chalky milk.
It's like I know what you mean, Rudes, but like if you did know you and your situation, like what do you think someone would say to that?
I don't know, but I'm saying sounds like they're having a fun time.
Yeah. Hello, DG. How are you doing? Back from Scotland. Yeah, I made that joke this morning, and it probably wasn't funny then. So, anyone catch the game last night? Any game. I don't even know. I'm just trying
We were fucking on your stream.
I'm just trying to delay my brain melting.
Everyone was here on this channel.
Prove it.
Go watch the video.
No,
This is your channel.
That is not admissible in court.
You know what is admissible in court?
What?
Go fuck yourself.
Not so good about mellowing out. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but I hope this stream helps improve your day or evening or whatever time it is where you are.
Oh, the father. I'm sorry to hear that.
It's like Smash Bros. Everyone is here. Except no one here is a nonce. Alright, well... So, I guess I'll start by asking, has anyone in the chat not heard of this before?
I've heard... Hang on, just lost my train of thought for a minute.
Okay.
I've heard this book from, like, the Down the Rabbit Hole video.
Sorry, what was that?
Down the rabbit hole.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Not good at public speaking.
No worries. You're doing fine.
I watched that video and I thought, asshole. And so I looked further into this book and just saw all the dumb shit Norman Boutin, the author, basically did.
Oh, God.
Was that directed to my speaking skills or to Norman?
Sorry, you cut out at the end.
Was that directed to my speaking skills or Norman or both?
Oh, Norman. No,
he is an asshole.
Yeah, that's what it seems like, Mr. Like how dare
Hypnosis of pizza.
Yeah.
Shameless. His haters.
Yeah, like how dare anyone not like my magnum opus.
How dare you not appreciate a overly long novel from the perspective of a teenage girl written by a man old enough to retire?
But Theresa could give away a one for money. In terms of Mary Sooner.
Down the Rabbit Hole video was really good. It's sad what happened to the author. Oh, jeez. Well, so shall we just bite the bullet and get started then?
No point in delaying the inevitable.
Yeah. Okay, so do you want to do this like with pen pal? Like each of us will read 3 or so pages.
I'm okay with just letting... So I didn't know that it was from her perspective. I was kind of just assuming it was third person. So what I thought personally was funny was having her inner monologue be read by 2 males, and I'll just sit back and read her dialogue.
Oh, sure. That's fine with me.
Because I have a voice, because we didn't end up doing what we were talking about last night, which is trying to imitate this character from Courage the Cowardly Dog, but that's okay because I'm bringing back a classic.
Whoa. You have a voice?
I've got a voice in mind for her.
Oh, I thought you meant just in general. I was gonna say, I thought you were using like some text-to-speech program or something.
Oh, I mean, I have been for Pen Pal, but
Oh, could have actually you could have fooled me. You have a very lovely voice.
nice.
Like me.
What was that?
They don't like me.
No, you have a nice voice. Ah, we have the pungent master in the house.
Hey, Gemma. Welcome.
Okay.
Hey, Gemma.
Okay, Raptor, Rudy wants me to say to tell you to take a deep breath. You sound nervous, but it's going to be okay.
Okay.
Oh God, save yourselves. Turn back.
We've got Cobe warning
Hello,
us.
Cobe.
Welcome.
Go,
Gonna
Cobe,
sleep
it's
with-
too late. We've made our bed and we're getting ready to lie in it.
All right, so Raptor, do you want to start us off?
Try to.
All right.
I'm Theresa, the younger daughter of Edward and Elizabeth Sullivan. And I hope it's not bragging to say, but I was cute as heck when at age 10.
God. I'm sorry. Just knowing the age of the author, like imagining him typing that about a 10-year-old girl, I'm just. Oh.
Also, clearly a child who's never heard
Moving
the
on.
expression, only a face a mother could love.
Okay. I'll let you continue. I'm trying to save back the snark for later on.
Oh, I will not be holding back the snark. I live for this shit.
Beautiful.
Anyway, everybody in the family said so. I was the princess in the Sullivan clan of Warrington, Massachusetts. Besides being cute, I was a wizard at school and had a good disposition.
Okay.
Mary Stuart. Elvis expected great things from me. Nobody could have dreamed what I would do in a few years. I would have believed if they'd been told. Prime Minister Blair said I'd still be remembered in a million years.
Who?
Yeah. I don't know.
Good Massachusetts.
The Prime Minister of Massachusetts?
Oh yes, Prime Minister Blair, Massachusetts.
Of course.
Oh, here's a good line. Churchill, Hitler, and Lincoln will be footnotes in dusty history books 1,000 years from now.
Oh fuck this guy.
Remember Charles Martel, who saved Christianity in Europe by winning the Battle of Tours. Prime Minister Blair said I'd be remembered for a million years.
So wait, this
Nobody
asshole's-
remembers Charles Martel because no one cares.
Yeah, and this guy is comparing Churchill and Lincoln to Hitler.
Oh, you know. Three guys with so much in common. They're studied.
I hope someone got fired for that blunder. Wanna go ahead and read Manny?
Sure. Mr. Blair is not inclined to exaggerating.
There are worse sentences to be made fun of.
I was the last person you would expect to earn that accolade. I was a nobody from nowhere. See, Kenzie, you gotta do the courage voice. They're in nowhere, Kansas.
You'll see what I have.
I trust you. When the story began, I was a little girl who didn't have much of a clue about anything. My job as a kid was to figure out what the heck was going on and what to do about it. It's not easy when you're young and everything is brand new. My father once served a tour in the Navy. He said I had to be the captain of my ship, but sometimes the seas would be rough. I had to learn all I could about the world. Actually, from the little I've read about this book, it doesn't sound like anything is rough for her. I wondered, why should I be worrying about it in the 4th grade? I'd soon find out. We're lost in this confusing world unless we follow the directions of its maker. Capital M, okay. I did.
Who is this maker?
I mean, I don't know about you, but I think they're referencing the flying spaghetti monster.
Probably. You know,
I think the rest was in Christian, like a goddess form. That's the maker in my opinion.
Ah! You know, uh, I at least don't speak English as a first language, so when I say weird things, I have an excuse. Very true, Rudy. Very true. Uh, okay. Where was that? I did. It's the only thing that got me through. Everybody has pressures. There are two kinds. Cut. Sentence fragments. Uh, One is threats to your life and health. I had more than my share of that, with 1,000 assassins wanting to get me. You're in the 4th grade!
Chapter 1! You just don't spring this up on us.
It's like the one creepypasta. You don't just, like, throw in out of nowhere astral projection. The other kind is bearing responsibility for other people's lives and welfare. I mean, I guess if they're your family and you're supposed to support them, yeah.
You
But
don't have that responsibility yet if you're 10. It's
yeah,
the other way around.
we're not even through page 2 yet.
Keep going, it's gold.
That's really tough if you care about them.
I think it's tougher to take responsibility for other people's welfare when you don't care about them.
Yeah, seriously.
It's like, fuck it, go find your own food.
I'm sorry, I just saw what Gemma said. It's okay, Rudy, that's my secret. I am always Scottish. I set new world records in that department. People were sure I'd crack under the pressure, but I didn't. It'll take smarter heads than mine to figure out why.
Okay, I figured out why I know I'm gonna hate this character. You know why?
Why is that?
I'm getting the biggest Shane Dawson vibes. Did I mention I'm an empath yet?
Oh, God.
Oh, I can feel exactly what you're feeling, guys. I'm an empath, don't worry.
Oh, jeez. Oh, you said the name. And Gemma, I'm sorry, it's too late. You
Say his
already
name
asked.
3 times, you might summon him.
Yeah. How many pages are there? 467. You can't.
She said don't tell her.
She already asked, so it's too late. You can't do anything without the courage to do it. I had plenty of courage, and I did plenty. I'll be telling my own story, which is a good thing because nobody knows it as well as me. I'm sure that you're gonna make sure we all know it as well as you by the time this is over. Empath Theresa. The drawback is that there are some things I can't know because I wasn't there.
Dummy.
I mean, that's how reality works. For example, Prime Minister Blair and President Stinson mentioned they talked to each other on the phone. They must have talked with other heads of state, and it would be interesting to know what was said. It's a sure bet they discussed how to eliminate me if I got out of control, but I can't know any of that. It can be frustrating not knowing these things. But remember, you'll learn things in the same sequence I did. Yes, you said that already.
Thank you for your reassurance.
Oh, okay, wait. DG says 467, too many to exist. Rudy just says the number. Darius says this is a bloody essay, Jesus Christ. Gemma says over 400 pages, oh lord. What, you're mad? 467 of this, says the father.
Well, build up, fuckers, because you're coming on this ride with us.
I'm on the amazing journey. And learn all you to know.
All aboard the magic school bus.
Well, do we at least get to have the school bus playing Initial D music, like in that video?
Assuming I'm not.
We are going to die, Miss Frizzle. Not today. Sorry, I gotta take a second here to plug in my keyboard. It's about to
I mean,
die.
at some point, I fully expect to pull an Arnold and take off my helmet in the middle of fucking space.
I'm hearing the words you're saying, but they aren't making any sense. The girl on the cover is Theresa. I'm speechless. Okay, I can do this. Somebody else telling my story could only say what I did in the world. They couldn't get in my head like you will. You'll see what a horrible worldwide mess I had to deal with. Caused tomato.
That's why I have this 80-year-old man writing it for me.
This 80-year-old man on Wattpad interacting with teenagers.
Arguing on Amazon.
On a minute.
If this is the magic school bus, Gemma is Carlos. I'm gonna get you like a space boy. Oh, whoa, oh. Japanese Euro beat noises, but with cars. Okay. My story began quietly, with no hint of what was coming. No, I'm just gonna keep going. I was home with my 17-year-old sister Catherine, who was old enough to be my babysitter. Yes. She made it possible for Mum to go back to her part-time job without leaving me alone. Catherine hadn't been a whiz in school like me, and she was thinking of going to one of the many trade schools around Boston after high school. Mom and Dad said
Disappointment.
Mom and Dad said I should go to college. Oops! Before going on, I have to mention an odd incident that happened 6 months before I was born. Whoa. She was just saying that she can't tell us about things she wasn't there for. Now she's going to tell us what happened 6 months before she was even born?
She was there. She was in the womb.
Actually, it didn't sound all the unimportant to just drop.
I just can't get over the fact that it says oops.
Doodles.
You know, again, it was like the one creepypasta where the guy literally says in the story, "Uh-oh."
Or which one was the one that went, any hoozles?
Oh, yeah. I don't remember, but that was fucking horrendous.
Which one was that?
If anyone in the chat knows, please tell us which creepypasta had any hoozle. She's no wizard at school like me, who makes grammatical errors in my own story I published. Okay, Mom was raking leaves in the backyard when she was pregnant. Okay. Sounds like something the dad should be doing for her. When she noticed a fox...
That's a simp.
What was that?
That's a simp.
Yes. When she noticed a fox...
She's only 3 months pregnant. She could still fucking pull her weight.
Okay, fair. Noticed a fox sitting on its haunches 10 feet away. It was staring at her. A metal rake is a good weapon against a creature as small as a fox, and Mom held her... No, it is not. Foxes can be fucking nasty.
And it's like, it's just staring at her. It's not doing anything, and already she's thinking, a rake is a good weapon. Okay, Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah.
Fox is the best killed one so far.
Oh, hey, it's a fox. I'm gonna beat it.
Wasn't that I hate you? Oh, no, it was such words, according to Rudy. Oh, God. Yeah, I remember now.
Name already.
After 5
words. Sounds like a Doge meme.
Yeah.
Like an I want Doge meme, like an early Doge memes, like back in the days.
After 5 minutes, the fox walked... Wait. So did she actually fight the fox, or did they just stare at each other for 5 minutes?
I don't know.
This strange event seemed unimportant. My parents forgot
Imagine
about it
that.
for 18 years. Okay.
Now I can begin my story.
Yeah.
Don't say it.
Okay, full stop. Now I can begin my story.
Okay, if this fox somehow actually does come into play later, I will make myself a wiki feat.
Oh, okay.
I don't. It was the weirdest thing I could think of without like revealing my face to the internet.
There you go, folks.
You've heard it here. This is my deal to you all.
Kenzie is going to appease Doge if the fox comes back. Stares at Fox. Oh no, foxes can't be friends. Okay. We're on page 3. We gotta. Okay, our house was next to a pond close to the river, where all the neighborhood's kids spent many happy hours looking for turtles and frogs. I would have thought swimming, but okay. I was lounging on the deck, reading a book on the school summer list. Catherine was
Hang on,
inside.
I guess let's get this one thought out. Nerd!
Okay, now I'm picturing Catherine as Piccolo and Teresa as Gohan.
I'm picturing like a kid like tossing like a frog, actually throwing a frog at her head, calling her a nerd.
Going to sleep. Okay, good night, Rudy. I hope you can listen to this tomorrow without wanting to hate the world even more.
Good night, Rudy.
Start the
Rudy.
damn joust before I piss myself. Oh, good. Jacob brought wine, thank Christ. Catherine was inside reading a magazine. Taking a momentary break from the book, I noticed a red fox walking along the pond's edge.
God damn it.
Nah. So wait, are we still at 10 years old, or is she 18 now? Or 17? Oh my god. It disappeared behind the little patch of woods, which Dad let grow wild like most of the neighbors. This was very rare. Red foxes were never seen in broad daylight during the summer months. It didn't happen.
Actually, sometimes yes, it does.
Yeah. Then something really amazing happened. Oh, I doubt that. It came out of the woods and walked towards me.
Mauler, 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 Mauler.
I kept still and waited to see how close it came before noticing me. It was 60 feet away. I knew because I had like a tool for measurement. 40.
A tape measure.
Do they go 60 feet?
Depends on what you're using.
I guess, yeah. 40. 20. By now it was clear it was looking at me. I considered running into the house, but curiosity won out. Okay, this is a fucking creepypasta. Curiosity won out. I was compelled. The fox reached the 4 steps of the deck. It came up the steps, stopped, and sat on its haunches staring at me. It did not seem vicious, so I waited. In an instant...
For what? For it to speak to you?
Oh, I am Mr. Fox. How are you doing?
Okay, see, if that happened, I'd want to know more about the fox. In an instant, faster than you can blink an eye, as opposed to all the other body parts that blink, a softball-sized white ball emerged from the fox and went straight into my stomach. Okay, so is this Banjo-Kazooie?
Did it spit at you? Like, where'd it come from?
Yeah.
Like, emerged from the fox? So did it throw it up? Did it shit it out? Did it fucking Care Bear stare it?
I'm going to head off. I shall listen to this when I cannot sleep later. Good luck, guys. Godspeed on Through the Devil's Thunder, a.k.a. this novel. Thank you, Gemma. Good night.
Night.
Oh, God. I just picture the fox like staring. Dodgeball! Oh!
Alright, get it closely. She's getting to her first line.
I screamed and ran into the house. Kenzie, do you want to do a scream?
No, not yet.
Oh, I thought you would do something like Jeff the Killer, like Cobb's Jeff scream.
No, I gotta build up suspense for my voice.
Gotcha.
The
fox ran away. I slit the glass deck door closed and locked it just in time to see the fox disappear in the woods. Who wants to be Catherine? It ain't gonna be me.
Me.
Okay.
Be Catherine. What did you scream for?
asked Catherine, who had walked into the kitchen.
There was a fox out there.
Perfect.
Fucking chills.
The return of Kenzie Chills is back.
Yes.
Redundancy.
Raptor, I love how you said that. Just like the older sibling who just clearly does not care but is giving the minimum effort to seem like it. I won't hurt you. She said and went back to the living room. She really doesn't care. I stood at the glass door for 5 minutes. What is with 5 minutes? Watching.
It's the counting again, like in Sonic.exe. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
Strange stopwatch because I'm guessing this took place before smartphones were a thing.
Yeah, that's how much of a nerd she is. She carries around a stopwatch and times everything she does. Hold on, that's a new record. Got to record that one. I stood at the glass door for 5 minutes watching for anything else that might happen. At last I thought it was all over. I went into the living room to sit down and think. What was that white thing? What? Wait, are you Coca-Cola now? What's that white thing doing here? I couldn't come up with any theory. It was nothing I had ever seen on those television nature programs. Perhaps it was
Steve Irwin never prepared me for this.
I've seen tons of footage of foxes spitting out giant glowing balls out of.
Yeah, seriously, what? This girl's never seen that? I thought. Wait. Perhaps it was a daydream from not eating enough. Mom had warned me about that. At age 10, okay, she is 10. So you say 18 years later, but it actually takes place like 10 and a half years later.
Where did it say 18 years later?
The strange event seemed unimportant. My parents forgot about it for 18 years.
Yeah, I guess that would.
Yeah. At age 10, I was already conscious of my weight and tried to stay skinny. I really hope this isn't like a pro-Anna thing. I should eat something.
Well, doesn't it eventually get into her, like, talking about her body with too much detail to her breasts?
I was not aware of that.
I could be wrong. I could be thinking about, like, another just equally bad book written by a completely out-of-touch old guy, but...
I mean, it's not going to stop me from reading it. I'll just be disgusted even more. She's starving herself? What? In a weird way, this first part is kind of interesting. It reads like an introduction that a half-decent writer would write. Oh, excuse me.
Darius, have you been drinking?
18 years later, she's somehow only 10 years older. It's like the writer of Silent Sonia. I went into the kitchen to prepare an early lunch of fried eggs, a strip of bacon, toast, and milk. Okay, that's not an early lunch, that's a late breakfast. I gobbled
Mr. Shadier. He's heading off.
Oh. See you later, Shadier. Thanks for stopping by. I gobbled all this down in a couple of minutes and soon felt better. No, you would feel sick if you ate all that in 2 minutes. It was too little eating after all. Nothing had really happened. Okay, did nothing happen? Yeah. Did nothing happen, or did you feel better?
I'm baffled by the sentence, it was too little eating after all. What?
Right now, my face, it's that, like, woman, like, trying to figure out, like, the math equations.
Yeah.
Satisfied, I walked back into the living room to find something else to do. I turned on the television and watched the late morning talk shows for a while. No 10-year-old does that. I heard fire trucks in the distance blaring their deep-toned sirens. These trucks could be heard from a mile away. Yes, we know how fire trucks work. Thank you. They were coming closer. And closer. Soon the sound made it obvious they were in the vicinity of our street. My intuition told me this had something to do with the white thing that jumped at me. What? You just said it was a white ball. I pictured like a volleyball or something.
I was picturing an actual softball. That's what they compared the size to.
That's right.
Like, I'm just picturing a fox just lobbing a softball at this child's stomach.
He's trying to graduate from the minors to the majors. I went out the front door and waited on the lawn. I don't know why I just imagined, like, instead of just standing out there, I just pictured she, like, went down and just, like, sat on the ground, like, staring off into space. The sirens were very close. And, yes, there they were turning into the street, a tanker truck with a small ladder truck. A tanker truck, okay. The two vehicles went halfway down the street and stopped. Already people were coming out of houses to watch the excitement. The yellow fire engines had loudspeakers that sent out vocal messages loud enough to rattle windows. What kind of conversation?
Yellow? What fire truck is yellow?
I mean, I have seen some yellow ones, but most are red.
They're not true fire trucks then.
A conversation was going on between the firemen and the station. Okay, no, they don't do that over loudspeakers. They do that on their personal radios.
Yeah, because, you know, when you tend to drive away from the station, the likelihood of hearing it becomes lesser and lesser unless the station also has these giant speakers.
They're just yelling their conversation across the town with these loudspeakers.
What do you have?
115 degrees here!
A fireman shouted.
It's 70 here!
Yep, we have something!
What is going on?
Bill, get me some water! I'm straining my voice here!
A crowd of neighbors was gathering near the confused firemen. I think the neighbors would be the confused ones. Hold on, Darius says, the father says it's like her age, she has to eat extra to get normal nutrients. Darius says, please just let it be that the author is doing an unreliable narrator thing. No one can be this loony. Okay.
Who's gonna tell him?
I'm sorry, Darius, but I walked over to
everything that we read here should pretty much be taken at face value.
Yes. I walked over to join the onlookers. Kenzie.
Where are we? I lost it.
What's going on?
Oh. What's going on?
I asked one of my girlfriends.
Daisy!
They're looking for a flyer. The girl's father said, Raptor, do you want to be the father?
The temperature jumped up in a few minutes. Somebody called the fire department.
It was hot.
Imagine that.
It was nice a little while ago. These are like this is like a brain-damaged child's way of thinking. I thought it over. A fox appears in daylight, which never happens. It comes up practically to my feet. You never said that, but okay, was it a fox or was it Doge? The white thing jumps into me. Again, you don't say where it comes from. And the firemen look for a fire that doesn't exist. All this happened within an hour. There had to be a connection.
I mean, the only thing I could probably agree with was maybe if you saw a fox, it could be running away from a fire, but everything else, huge leaps in logic.
Yes. Wow, this is going to be a long 400 pages. 467.
Baby steps, Manny. Baby steps.
Before long, the fire chief arrived in his yellow sedan. He asked the lead fireman if anything had been found. Then they walked over somebody's property to look at the pond. Nothing there.
The pond is not on fire, everyone.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Raptor would ask if you wanted to be the father. The father says, Raptor, please don't be me. I get it. Okay, who
Be
was
on fire?
the fireman? Asked the chief. Not likely.
Not likely.
With water over there, there unless there's a rock ledge underneath. We have to check it out. Thermistor probes. Thermistor. Thermal. The word is thermal. Probes were brought from the station, and firemen spent the rest of the morning pushing the probes a few inches into the ground to check the temperature. They did this on everyone's lawn, the area around the turnaround at the end of the street, and finally went into people's backyards. They found nothing. Wait, they went and probed people's backyards? Oh my. Oh matron.
So let me get this straight. So there was no fire that anybody could actually see. Somebody called. So it said the temperature jumped up in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Somebody called the fire department. Okay, so maybe the breeze switched.
Yeah. And
Someone's getting arrested for wasting the fire department's time.
Yeah, well, to be fair, the fire department was dumb enough to like treat it like a 5-alarm situation.
Honestly, I think the situation would only make sense if this story took place in Canada. Like,
yeah.
That'll be why the temperature jumping up is like a big deal. It's because it's normally really cold there.
You mean it's above 30 Fahrenheit? Good God!
There must be a fire.
Quick, get on the fire moose!
And all the like law enforcement and fire departments and stuff have nothing better to do because nothing bad happens in Canada.
Yeah, can we get in on this, eh?
The only thing I don't buy is that they would be shouting back to the station. You know, Canadians are notoriously polite.
Yes. I'm just imagining a giant humanoid thermostat. Okay. Around 1 o'clock, the temperature in our neighborhood had dropped back down to 80 degrees. Wait, you said 70 before. It was 70. And so wait, all that time it was 115 degrees, and you were all just chilling like that was nothing.
Yeah, go inside in your air conditioning.
The firemen gave up and left. Yeah, because that's what the fire brigade does if they can't find the source of a fire or what could cause a fire. Oh well, bye guys. I was young and inexperienced, but I wasn't a dumbbell.
Are you sure?
Dumbbell's what Rudy accidentally hit themselves in the face with earlier today.
Oh no.
Yeah, they posted their Instagram story saying I hit myself in the head with one of my dumbbells on accident in the song "How Did This Happen to Me?" I'm mentioning a bunch of Canadian lumberjacks swing their axes at the fire because they're trying to be nice. Where are they from again? Not Arizona, right? No, this is Massachusetts.
Keep reading because, oh my god.
Okay, if people found out what happened today, they'd pester me about it forever. My cousin Mary, why is cousin Cap? You know what? I'm just going on.
Nope.
Was
just
diagnosed
keep going.
a schizophrenic, and the whole Sullivan clan was biting their nails, waiting for the gene to show up in some other family. It's not
That's
a gene.
That's not exactly how that works.
That's not how that works. That's not how any of this works.
Like, they're all waiting in anticipation. Ooh, who's next?
Yeah. Like, well, it said biting their nails, so it's like, who are we gonna have to kill off next? It wasn't going to be me! I can already tell that's bullshit. I resolved to never tell anybody. Not even my parents would know. They'd think I was ill, like Cousin Mary. Oh wait, I get, it's a different branch of the family. Their surname is Mary, and her cousin's name is Cousin, because that's how unoriginal her parents were.
Can she also stop calling her family clan? You're not in medieval Scotland.
Yeah, or it's like, are you like cutting eye holes in your pillowcase and putting it over your head to
No.
I
don't know why my parents put a lowercase t on the neighbor's lawn and set it on fire.
Manny, stop!
Oh, no.
Stop!
No, yeah, Massachusetts. No. It's burning Mississippi, not Massachusetts.
Will you
Mass-
shut the fuck up and keep reading?
Wait, Massachusetts. It's 1:15. They're just chilling. Okay, then I buy that. Okay, I didn't need it. 2 days later, I woke up early and walked into the living room. Who the fuck cares? Mom was looking intently out the window.
What's going on?
I asked. Raptor, do you want to be the mum? I feel like it's your request, and I feel like I'm taking all the reading from you.
Yes, I'll be the mom.
Okay.
Some men parked down next to the turnaround. They've been there all night.
I love it.
This is for who was.
I looked, and sure enough, a van.
My mom's part-time job was trying to be a game show host.
Yes. You're not in medieval Scotland or the deep south. Okay, I looked, and sure enough, a van and a four-door sedan were, because we need to know how many doors the sedan had, were parked in the turnaround where they could see every house on the street.
Miss Gagnon said a police car stopped to talk to them at 2 a.m.
Said Mom.
They showed IDs, and a little later, the police left.
Brilliant. Wait, Gagnon? No, that has to be a spelling mistake. It's Gannon. Call Link. Dad woke up and heard the same story. As Mom and Dad got ready for work, another police car came around the street, but left without stopping. Other people left for work. The morning wore on. The mail truck came by at 10. This is all worthless information. She's in a clan of klutzes. It explains her tendency to stay away from the kids picking up frogs, the monkey children. God damn it, Darius, no! I wish it was a spider sedan, 8 doors.
Read through the comments before you read them aloud.
Never. Okay. I walked out to get the mail while Catherine was in her room. 2 minutes after I got back in the house, the car and van drove away. They had spotted me. How did they know about me? Because you're a Mary Sue. I sat on
What
the...
makes you think they were interested?
Yeah. Okay, okay, was one of them Onision? Was one of them Onision?
Okay.
I sat on the sofa thinking for a while. I felt I was being watched. Or was somebody listening? I spotted the phone. Was somebody listening on the phone? I dialed O for the operator. Not 0. I dialed O.
Operator, how may I help you?
Can I have the number for Alice Pizza in Framingham?
1 moment, please.
10 seconds later, another woman said, Alice Pizza 555-8402. Sorry, once again, 8402. Yes, that's a lowercase o and not a 0.
Thanks.
I hung up, so they weren't listening.
That doesn't prove anything.
There's nothing wrong with my comment, at least not that the YouTube algorithm will see. Yeah, seriously, wait. Yeah, okay, wait. You're right, Kenzie. Like, how does that prove anything?
Yeah, like, you think that, hey, can I have Alice Pizza? Write that down, write that down, write that down!
Yeah, Alice Pizza. Yeah, like, I just imagine a notebook, Alice Pizza. Good? Question mark?
Alice Pizza. Spy on people.
And can I have Alice's Pizza? Just here on the background. Nah, you don't want that. You want Fabrizio's on 5th.
Yeah.
Right, Bill? Here, Jerry.
I felt like I was being watched. Someone must be listening to me. Yes, because people watch by listening. They see with their ears. They have really bizarre synesthesia. The weekend arrived. Mom and I went to Boston to shop in the Washington Street shopping district. I'm sorry I can't get over this, but all this information that I just don't care about. We drove
Funny
down.
too,
Yeah.
because you know what thing.
You cut out a little bit there, Raptor.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, no one criticized Harper Lee.
One more time.
Okay, no one criticized like the author of Who Killed a Mockingbird.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, people criticize that, but oh, read this. We drove down to the Boston Commons underground parking garage. I thought I saw some car coming right behind us and park close to our... That's how a parking garage works. It's not just for you.
They must be following me.
We got up to the surface and a man followed us. Okay, see, the way that's worded, it's like, what, are you an Atlantean? We got up to the surface world. We went to the Barnes & Noble bookstore. We know what Barnes & Noble is. Everyone in
Okay,
the country.
New canon. This is Amber Heard. What? I don't feel bad making fun of Amber Heard.
I want bad things to happen to her.
We all do.
Because...
I mean, not as much as Johnny Depp, but...
Yeah. Because if we bought something, it would be small and easy to carry the rest of the day.
That's an odd explanation.
Yeah. Okay. Bhutan. I'm not calling you Mister. You don't deserve that respect. You see, when people go out shopping like this, they plan what they're going to buy in advance. They don't think, okay, I don't feel like bags today, so let's just buy something small that we can carry around with us for no reason.
Well, you can definitely tell like this was clearly written by an old man because I think in general older people would actually think of that more often. Like, oh, I'm gonna buy some books first that'll be light and easy to carry on while I do my other errands. And
oh my god,
a little kid's not gonna think like this.
Yeah, it's from the point of view of like a long retired senior citizen who's just lonely and wants to get out for the day.
And that's where I think like all the time comes up. Like, you know, when we mentioned she was staring outside for 5 minutes a day. It's like, well, this is from the perspective of an old man who probably takes 5 minutes to do a single mundane action.
Yes. And on top of that, he literally has nothing else to do.
We went there.
I looked at the books on sale and I saw a different man watching me. You didn't see anyone watching you before. You assumed. Barnes & Noble had 2 floors. Sorry.
I'm going upstairs, Mom.
I said. There was an escalator to the 2nd floor. Oh my god. I went along the wall, stopping now and then pretending to look at books. And that same man from downstairs always seemed to be close to me. He was spying on me. Why didn't you tell your mother? Later, we went to McDonald's. And I spotted another man who walked behind us into the restaurant.
Okay. If I can just, I'm entering writer mode here. Because this could be a very suspenseful and tense section of the book if you actually took the time for her to test out that she was actually being spied on or being watched instead of just ultimately deciding that, yeah, I'm being watched. Like, if maybe she took, like, weird different paths throughout the stores and, you know, ducked into certain rooms and areas.
Well, that and, like, you know, it was based on the whole thing about the people in the cars in her neighborhood. But, you know, because of her flawless test with calling a pizza shop, she already determined that she wasn't being spied on. What made her change her mind suddenly?
Yeah, like, this is where a writer really needs to actually, like, skip over stuff instead of just instead of being, yep, I'm being spied on.
Exactly. Of course, McDonald's appears in this book. Yeah. He was there as long as we were. And after we left, I looked back and he was coming out too. Again, I know what you're going for, but that's really how a fast food place works. But he stopped at a corner. Another man standing on the corner started walking in our direction. So what, are they like passing a torch to each other? Like, okay, your turn. We got back home, and Mum took things into the bedroom. I dialed the operator again. Why?
Operator, may I help you?
Can you give me the number for Alice Pizza in Framingham? Is this the only business she knows?
Well,
One moment, please.
she obviously just said both Barnes and Noble and McDonald's, so why does she keep going back to this pizza place? I waited, and waited, and waited. A full minute passed by, and she hadn't come up with the number yet. I hung up the phone. Now they knew I knew. Knew what?
Theresa has the very basic formula.
Yeah. It's like, I completely ignored the fact that I heard the dial tone, meaning I had been disconnected. Also,
is Alice Pizza a code for something that she's privy to?
That's a very good question.
Is this the headquarters to the Illuminati that we've been searching for so long?
Yes.
Alice Pizza in Framingham, Massachusetts.
All I can
Think
say
about it.
All I can
Pizza
say
in
though,
Framingham. The initial step would be APF, and if you rearrange that, you get no.
Pizzagate, guys! It's Pizzagate. They were right all along.
Oh my god, I might be jumping the gun by saying this, but Raptor, I am so glad you requested this.
Me too.
This is a lot of fun, to be honest.
Well, I'm glad to hear you having fun. While I was young, I had some feeble ideas of what this all meant. You seem to have, like, some grand idea of what this all meant.
Oh, Raptor, for your 21st birthday, we're gonna, like, all send you a bottle of wine, and then we're gonna get on call and reread this chapter again to celebrate.
Oh, no, screw that. For your 21st, I'm picking you up. We're going to Vegas. Kenzie, you're free to come.
Well, I'm in. I don't trust myself to gamble, but you know.
That's okay. There's plenty.
I'll head over to Chippendales. I'll go to hoarding jail for that later.
Yes. Wait. Okay. My life wasn't going to be like that of other kids. You said this already.
Like the other girls. I have a softball in my gut.
Okay, now I'm just picturing that. Yes, that's canon for the rest of the story. Like, she just, like, I wear, like, these baggy shirts so people won't see the softball permanently lodged in my torso.
The doctor, she goes in for a checkup. The doctor x-rays it. Does this hurt? Only emotionally.
Yeah, does this hurt? Tremendously. I am in constant agony.
You have no idea the weight of all the responsibilities it bears.
That's nice. Here's a lollipop, sweetheart. I had to...
So, do you have any history of mental illness in your family? Well, my cousin Mary, you see.
Oh, no. Remember, I couldn't tell them. I had to think like somebody important. Okay, a bit of Mary Sue dropping there to be like, oh, I'm not important, but I have to think like somebody who is. Like that actually just got very sad for a moment.
No, keep going.
Somebody with responsibilities. I was something special. Okay, yeah, you're right. I take it back. Maybe I was dangerous. Or that was what the government was thinking?
This 10-year-old is a threat to the United States of America.
On top of that, what 10-year-old thinks like this? It's like we know nothing about her dad. Is he like some conspiracy nut who says like, sweetheart, I never want you to trust the government?
Her dad is Osama bin Laden. We didn't get him after all.
Okay, Kenzie, you're like, Chad, or Manny, okay, everyone knows my name anyway. Like, don't bring up the KKK. Then you're like, ha, Osama bin Laden next attack when?
I've been drinking more.
Okay, I can't fault you for that. So, someday they would come round and talk to me. I wasn't stupid enough to think, oh, I beg to differ. They would just watch me for the rest of my life.
Are you sure you already think you're being watched based on little to nothing?
2 days later, Mom took me to a nearby strip mall. Okay, mall. Thank God. There was a
Nope,
DVD.
keep going.
There was a DVD movie rental store. I looked around for a classic movie. Oh, why isn't Rudy here? 2001, A Space Odyssey.
You know, the family classic.
Yeah.
That every
Childhood favorite.
10-year-old... I couldn't get through 2001 A Space Odyssey in a single night.
Kenzie, do not justify Rudy.
Why?
They're
What do they think of it?
Oh, that's such a stupid and boring movie.
Like, it wasn't bad, but like it's just so long. And I mean, I was on a date, so it's like, you know, we wanted to
Okay.
go out and actually do something else.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. This is a bad trip, man. Where do you get this weed again? You don't want to know, Darius. They showed it on television 2 months earlier. It's okay,
Oh,
man.
thank God Cricket's not here.
Yeah.
Darius mentioned weed.
I mean, you know, I love cricket, but yeah, it would just be, I miss weed.
I want to be weed.
Yes.
Oh, I will never let that go.
It's okay.
I was dying when she was off on that tangent.
Yes. Oh, thank you, the father. It's okay, Manny. Make all the clan jokes you want.
Cricket, honey, I love you.
Yes, we all love you. It's all in good fun. Okay. I played and replayed the parts of the movie where the astronauts talked to Hal. The most chilling scene was when astronaut Dave Bowman left the spaceship in a pod to retrieve the body of his dead astronaut partner drifting through space. When he flew back to the spaceship, he said one of Hollywood's most famous lines, "Open the pod bay doors, Hal." But the spaceship's computer, Hal, we know. Oh.
I wouldn't say open the pod bay doors, Hal, is the most famous line.
Yeah, I'd say
In fact, it's the follow-up where he says, or not that, maybe not the follow-up, but at one point when Hal goes, "I'm sorry, but I can't let you do that."
Yeah.
No one gives a shit about open the pod bay doors, Hal.
Was a creepier scene.
What was that?
I would argue that the scene where Hal is being shut down is a creepier scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or when he's reading lips.
Yeah. It was a creepy scene. The summer days rolled by. Okay, what was the point of that? I'm going to go into great detail about me watching this movie. Days rolled by.
I can tell you exactly why he put that in there.
And
it's something, like, I'm all for adding, like, little tidbits to add to a character as a writer. It can be very effective by, you know, just mentioning something sort of mundane about their day, but really gets a feel for their personality. Unfortunately, this doesn't work because this is a 10-year-old, and I don't buy that a 10-year-old is so fascinated by 2001: A Space Odyssey. So it's just another way to show how this little 10-year-old girl is pretentious. See, she doesn't like, you know, oh, she's not watching your typical stupid little Disney movies and cartoons. She's watching A Space Odyssey.
Okay.
He says the Redditor called it.
Okay. I saw the Watchers. Oh, was it Giles and Wesley? Following me everywhere. Oh my god, that's it. She's the Slayer. Mom did most of her grocery shopping on Saturday, and I usually went with her because Catherine wandered off with her friends. While Mom was talking to the meat counter clerk, you mean the deli clerk? Okay, no. Meat could be, okay.
Manny, we can't keep nitpicking at everything. We'll be here all night.
You're right. I went down the breakfast cereal aisle to choose something. Okay, well.
Hello, I'm the nostalgia critic.
Oh no!
My first
Okay, wait. If you're not gonna do that voice, Kenzie, then I'm gonna do the voice for this woman. Hi, Teresa. Some
That
woman
was
I didn't know was standing next to me. She looked at me in her early 20s and had a really smile. Okay,
She also had suction cups for her hands. It was really weird.
And she had a lot of lint.
Hi.
I said with a young kid's taciturnity, "Do you have a cell phone and maybe some lint?"
What does that word mean?
Bullshit.
Taciturnity? What is... I never heard that word before.
It might be right. I don't know.
I think it's supposed to be kind of casual.
And I can say... When I just say hi, I said with a casual tone.
Yeah.
But...
So not so much, it's more like reserved. So she's trying to like say it as if she were pretending to be shy.
Okay.
Or maybe she's...
Darius says, the whole Slayer thing would actually make sense here. Let's pray that it goes in that direction. Father says, man, that was a great voice. Well, thank you. But you should say that to John Dilworth. Call me when you're alone, because that doesn't sound like anything that a creepy pedophile would say. She handed me a piece of paper with a phone number.
Okay, so now we're gonna see just how smart this child really is. Is she going to A, go and tell her mom what happened and that she should probably call the police? Or B, she's going to call this creepy, strange woman with suction cups for hands?
Or C, who was phone?
Obviously
Shut the
C.
fuck up.
Oh, you love it.
I don't think I do.
I can tell.
Okay, I can do this. The woman knew that I knew about my watchers. How do you get to that conclusion? I had often stared at them. So this woman...
Okay, this is gonna be dark. Or maybe she's just a child trafficker.
Yeah, seriously.
Which one sounds more likely?
I hate to say it, but the child trafficker.
Exactly.
Oh.
What the fuck is wrong with our country?
If we're not all too busy, can we do something about the child trafficking? So this woman also knew I had to think she was one of them, and I had to be curious enough to talk to her. When we got back home, I went to my room and called the number. My curiosity about the Watchers overcame my wish to keep house secret. What?
Who?
What?
Who?
What do you mean, how? How is a fictional...
Have you been watching A Space Odyssey in secret? Is that what she's trying to establish? Moving on.
I wanted to know how they knew about me. They've been watching you! You've said this! You've said they're watching and listening to you, you simpleton!
Raptor, you say that word, but I don't think you know what it means.
No, just, you have fucking perfect timing, man.
That was great.
The woman answered. Her spies must have told her I was home. No, she answered because you called her!
What difference does it make? It was a cell phone, she said. She said she had a cell phone.
I think I might cry.
I think you need to put away the whiskey now.
I haven't had enough.
You can't be
wait,
you can't be racked with sobs. You still gotta read.
I gotta say, read the comment from the father here first. It's simple. Put the child traffickers into traffic. I like that idea. Guessing that this woman is an
Yes.
adult Buffy and here to aid the new Slayer in her mission. Okay, I think I might actually write that story and just
Go for it.
ignore a huge part of season 7. Hi, said the cheerful woman. I'm Jan Struthers, the lint lady from the United States government. Are you alone? And did you get any lint yet?
Yeah. Are you? What do you care?
You know I'm not. No, she doesn't. There are 20 people with me in this room. I don't know why I'd be telling you that, but can we talk? My childhood was over.
I knew they were sending me to Tijuana to entertain all the men in power of the Illuminati.
It's like we're not even talking like a sexual thing. Like it's like make the child dance, a funny dance. Ah!
They put her in like they give her little cymbals and fez, and she's just banging like
Yeah,
a wind up monkey.
Like otherwise they treat her well, they feed her and everything, but it's just like do the cymbal monkey dance again, child. Ah!
Can I go to bed yet? No, sure, you're good.
Yes.
This is a weird job. And the thing is, her parents know about it. They send her postcards like every week. You're doing great, sweetie.
Mom, Dad, can I come home? No, they're paying us millions to keep you there. Okay, all I wanted was an ordinary life like everybody else. It looked like I wouldn't get it.
About what?
About your little secret and your secret stash of lint. I know you got it. We know it. I thought about that. Everybody had secrets. Talking to this woman wouldn't be admitting mine.
It would.
What, do you know that I watched A Space Odyssey in secret or something? What the fuck?
Do you know I keep asking for the number to this random pizza place? Something happened to you to make those fire trucks come to your neighborhood. You were giving off a lot of heat and a lot of lint. We know you were because we saw it all around you. How do you see heat? What happened before the fire trucks came? Before they came, foreplay?
It's like they're setting me up to make a joke that she was in heat. But it's just so tasteless.
I didn't even
It's
think
so
of that.
tasteless. So I'm gonna move on. I don't have... Sorry. I don't have to tell you anything, do I?
Jan Struthers maintained her friendly attitude. No, you don't! Just tell me
We'll
where
just
the lint
beat you.
is. Okay, you got on my ass about child beating in pen pal. What the hell?
Turnabout is fair play.
Okay. But it will make things a lot easier if you tell us something. We're not going away. Oh my god, that is a creepy line. We will be spying on you from now on.
Well, what else do you expect from the United States government?
We have to. We have to spy on a 10-year-old with a softball lodged in her stomach. We got nothing better to do. Fuck all them terrorists coming over.
But the people in Texas freezing. We gotta watch this girl with softball.
We have been watching... You don't understand. We have been watching that Fox forever.
And the thing is, I'm not even very tipsy right now.
Neither am I. It's just so bizarre. Oh, I have to get me some edibles for next week.
Yes.
I didn't have any alcohol and I feel drunk.
I gotta say, I think that's normal reading this, so don't worry. And Darius...
This will be your new party trick, Raptor. You feeling the sensation of being drunk without actually having to drink anything. You just read to your friends Empress Theresa.
Yeah, it's like you call the police and have them send officers over to be like, watch, I'm going to get intoxicated without a single drop of alcohol. It's, dude, you would make millions.
And then you're like, You tell your friends, all right, now I'll drive you home. They're just all racked with fear. You get pulled over by a cop. I'm going to need you to breathe into this, son.
All right, Darius says,
You're free to go.
let's remember that this kid is, well, a kid. What was this author thinking? When does the nurse come to change my diaper and give me my applesauce and medication? Okay, we can do this.
Well, no. I think I know what he was thinking. You ever see that episode of South Park where Michael Jackson possesses Ike? And they're like, what did Michael Jackson always want to be? A child.
Oh my god.
Female. Oh, and white.
Kenzie, stop.
This is him. This is kind of like that. This is...
You're making
What's
too much
his name?
sense.
Living his life the way he wanted to as a young female with superpowers who becomes, I guess, the government's bitch.
That is just too fucking bizarre.
It's in all of... If the thought penetrated my head, it has to get into all of yours now.
Oh my god. Thank you. Okay, we have to. Whatever happened is very important. Okay, you don't know what happened, but you know it's important. Kenzie.
You don't know anything that happened.
We know a lot. Something from outer space came to Earth 7 years ago. We've been looking for it ever since. I think you would know how to find that, but okay. The heat you were giving off called in all the male cats. Has to have something to do with that thing from outer space and the lint.
Or she could have just had a fever.
Yeah. I consider that. Jan Struthers. Okay, is this like a Valerie Hudson thing? Like, or no, this is like a Silent Hill. It's never just Dahlia, it's Dahlia Gillespie. Yeah. Jan. Okay, I'm gonna say that like Harry every time now. Jan Struthers gave me a moment and then brought out a point.
Like a laser point.
I'm sorry.
Just shining it in her light from her van outside. Is this annoying you?
There's nothing natural to Earth that could have caused that heat. Hello, the oven would like a word. The thing from space did it! The thing from space. Is that the scientific term?
Things from space. Things spacious.
Keep going.
We watched you rent that movie, 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Some of the most brilliant minds working at NASA. And this is what... So, we're explaining this to you with 2001: A Space Odyssey. Because you, a 10-year-old, watched it once.
What is going on?
I don't know.
You are aware of that thing? Kubrick knew about it? What happened before the fire trucks came? I told you, foreplay. Okay, I'll stop. That joke is obviously not getting any laughs. Okay, Darius says, outer space coming to Earth? Really? How droll and boring. Like I said before, a very long 467 pages.
Darius, we know. Stop breaking up the page count.
Father says, I left for a short second and came back to extraterrestrials. She pulled a knife. There was no use denying something happened. They already knew. Oh my god, this explanation.
I saw a fox walking near the water. It came up close to me and a white thing jumped out of it. That's all. Really? That's all? So why is this a big deal?
Where did the white thing go?
In me.
No!
I won't.
God! How big was This white thing!
Like a softball. We know!
Jesus.
You already
Good.
said that.
Who remembers that? Who remembers how big the white thing is?
Phrasing! Fucking phrasing!
Are you gonna be okay, Manny?
Yes. I'm chuckling at the joke. What page are you? We're on page 13, okay? By the way, no reason for asking Darius. I'm going to slap you so hard through the internet.
Try not to electrocute yourself. Call back.
Did it come from the fox?
Yep.
It'll come
Came
from-
right out. Because he vomited it out.
What part of the fox?
The stomach.
I gotta say, this is just such a riveting back and forth. How did it jump out at you?
It moved in my stomach. Okay, so Care Bear stare.
Oh my god. Yes, millennia ago, the Care Bears and the Love Foxes had a war. The Love Foxes were decimated. This fox is trying to make a comeback.
That is not a thing, you made that up.
Yes. Manny's reaction makes it all the better. It makes me laugh. Oh, I'm glad. I wasn't very enthusiastic about telling the story. I mean, that just goes perfectly with your voice there. Jan Struthers had to force it out of me one tiny piece at a time.
Yeah, she's really twisting your arm there.
Okay, even though I'm keeping up this voice, I gotta be like, how long did it take?
Like that.
I snapped my fingers at the phone. Would you even hear that? Did you feel anything?
Did you pick it? Did you guys hear my snap? I mean, I guess that's our
No.
test.
I didn't.
Well, then the answer is no.
Snap. I was gonna snap at the same time as Kenzie, I guess.
Okay, I heard yours.
That was me.
Oh,
I'm weak.
I knew that. I was testing you. Anyway, did you feel anything? Is anyone gonna bring me some coffee? This is taking forever.
Nope. Really, it didn't feel anything. I'm gonna... It's still our canon that it hurts like a bitch.
Did this white ball look solid like a steel ball?
Nope. Fuzzy like cotton.
Okay, honey, that's what we call a cotton ball. What happened then?
I ran
I'm
into...
glad
Oh, sorry, what was that, Raptor?
I'm glad that Lone Bhutan felt the need to write out every single action that happened in the story. The story would clearly be terrible without it.
Well,
Thank you.
it was necessary, Raptor. You see, we are all idiots, and we need everything spelled out for us.
Yes, thank you, Norman. Very cool.
What happened then?
I ran into the house and waited. Then I ate breakfast. I thought I was going crazy. Imagine that.
Yeah, you thought you were going crazy so much that you just casually started talking to your sister. Sorry, I nodded off. How long after the white ball jumped at you did the fire trucks come?
Half an hour. I timed it to the letter.
Did the white thing change you in any way?
No.
Does it make sounds? Or talk to you?
Sometimes it sings to me. No, I'm kidding. No.
Yeah, you just hear the ball. People like us. Oh, whoa, oh. Oh, whoa, oh.
It sounds... I hate this thing.
Yeah,
It's so joyless.
Yeah, it sings to me sometimes, but I think it's depressed. Have you seen
It's almost like someone paid it to sing.
Have you Have you seen it again? Does it have any lint?
No, it's like it went away.
Not like the pain, though. How have you been eating lately? What the?
What are you, my doctor now?
Complete change of subject.
No, she's pregnant with the white ball. She's eating for two now.
No, Kenzie. The big white thing came. Put a white ball in her. And now she's
Manny, you're
pregnant.
grounded. I am taking over the stream.
This is again
Forget
Me and
why
Manny.
Raptor now.
this is why we need Chris Hansen to go to Bhutan's home.
Manny, I'm gonna need you to have a seat, please.
I'm saying that he's the pedo. We need to stop him.
You made this a thing. Now you have a seat.
No, we all blame Bhutan. We all blame Bhutan. All blame
Yo,
Bhutan.
Alright,
Thank
shut
you,
the fuck up,
Raptor.
Manny.
Okay, have you been eating lately?
Like I always do.
Oh, just Jan. Jan took a breath. Took a
No, you
break.
gotta keep it up.
Okay. Sorry, I actually had to look back. Jan Struthers took a break to think what else she could ask. This was the most important interview since Moses came down the mount.
Oh,
what are you talking
my-
about? This can't be real. Like
Somebody wrote this.
somebody like scream real loud, like, cause I fell asleep, and now I'm dreaming this.
No.
Yes, and thank you, the father. Bhutan wrote it. He made it a thing. Okay. Would you be willing to come in to talk to some smart people and figure out what this thing is?
No, because they're not as smart as me. I'm just kidding. I didn't do anything.
That's not
Really,
the
she
question
didn't.
I asked! Alright! She dropped that line immediately. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Exclamation point. She dropped that line immediately! Cherry... Tally-ho! You rented 2001 A Space Odyssey. It's like the 13th time the story's mentioned this. What did it show you? The movie.
It showed me don't talk to this thing.
I'm
It's like talking to the devil.
It
What?
showed me don't. It showed me don't talk to this thing.
Okay, so I'm guessing she's referring to the thing that disappeared in her stomach. And in what way does that in any way compare to Hal, which was an AI, a material object, a thing that could actually be touched on a spaceship
On top of
made
that,
by humans?
yeah. On top of that, it's worded like some like crappy comeback that Cartman would come up with. Like, it showed me don't talk to this thing. Screw you guys. I'm going home.
I am not. I can't change the voice now. Don't tempt me.
No, I'm not asking you to. I'm just saying, like,
I know, but
oh my god,
I kind of love the idea now of making this
it's just Cartman.
the person who will end up ruling the fucking world. Cartman.
Chris Cartman.
I'm sorry, Eric's still grounded for trying to exterminate the Jews last week.
Alright, I think we need to ask the opinion of the chat. Would you guys prefer Theresa Cartman or Theresa Chills?
I'm kind of personally, I'm liking Chills just because it's like all this shit's happening, but she just does not care. She could not be arsed.
Mm-hmm. Raptor?
Yeah, Theresa Cartman. Totally.
Alright, we'll keep Chills. But if the moment calls for it, I might, like, occasionally just slip into Cartman.
Yeah, she just like breaks into Cartman at times.
Yeah.
Okay, do you have a name for it?
Hell. Alright, I won't.
Okay,
Hell.
I know it's no, I'm sorry. It's like I know that it's supposed to be like she's 10 years old and now she's suddenly not brilliant. And so, you know, like a kid's not supposed to be the most creative and is just copying the things she saw in the movie. But this 2001 like metaphor is just so shoehorned in.
There's nothing similar except the fact that there's something in space.
Yeah, this is like Clockwork trying to make your time is up fit. when it didn't.
Yeah, like, it's just this guy, I'm pretty sure, just trying to insert his favorite movie.
The father says, "Isn't Cartman a global dictator? As global dictator thing already sounds like something you'd expect. I'm fine with either. Both sound hilarious." Darius says, "I'm a fan of chills, but I don't mind which one really."
I'll keep chills. Maybe next week we'll...
Yeah. Like the computer, the monolith was the alien, not the computer.
The monolith didn't talk.
Does Hal talk? I'm sorry, sweetheart. It's been a very long time since I've seen that movie. I know you said I looked like I was in my early 20s, but I'm actually quite old.
No.
It's a good idea not to try to talk to it. Don't stir it up.
What gave anyone an indication that it was sentient enough that you could talk to it?
Bad writing.
Well, yeah.
Uh,
What is hell?
we don't know. We saw it 7 years ago, but haven't seen or heard about it since. You're the only one who's seen it. You
Then
and
how
the
do you
lint.
know that that's the same thing? It's just some fox's vomit.
Some fox's torso vomit. No,
Does
wait.
it come from space?
It came out of the fox's torso. It was white. Was it lactating? Was it a female? Hey, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make.
We're not stirring up the furries right now.
No. I'm just trying. I'm trying to make sense of where there is none.
Trying to make sense of this.
Okay, yeah, does it come from space? Probably, but that may not be bad. You said it came from space. You said it came from space 7 years ago, you fucking mongoloid.
We're like 50-50 on it now.
This thing may never do anything.
Except, then why are you having like everyone in the government watching this 10-year-old?
Want to harvest it for power.
Power that it might not even have.
No, I mean like, not like for like world domination or anything. Like, so they didn't get cut off the electric bills, like by having the whole facility powered by and lighting it up.
It's like they know that the Russians know about it too, and the Russians think it has power, so they want it. It's like, well, I mean, we're not going to let the Russians have it, so we got to have it.
It might not do anything, but we can't let the Russians keep it.
Yeah, damn Ruskies. This thing may never do anything. Oh, I guess that's me again. I think that covers everything. I have to emphasize how important it is to tell nobody about this, and to give me a lint. Don't give a hint to anybody. If you talk to somebody, they will too, and you will never be able to live the life you want. No college, no job, no marriage. I don't know why I keep doing full stops. No friends. You don't have any friends. Nobody likes you. You'll have to stay at home all the time. This is the last thing we want. We don't want you becoming a gamer. A lot of people are trying to keep this secret.
How is telling anyone that you got that a fox threw up on you correlate to no college, no job?
Manny, are you saying magic manifested white orb from the fox's stomach doesn't make sense?
Yeah, Manny, what the fuck?
I'm sorry, I feel like I'm high right now. Okay.
We're adding to Raptor's party trick.
Yes. Okay, most of our people don't know why they're watching you. It's like, God, I am not paid enough for this.
I think this might actually be a genius commentary on the US government.
Actually,
and their incompetence.
But wait. She said that everyone on the project is in the room with her. Now they all know why they're watching this girl.
Hang on, I think they get to that.
Okay. Only the people at the top. No, okay, I should have read one more sentence.
Yeah.
I'm one of the few people who knows you give off heat. Yeah, because no other human does that. Without knowing that, nobody can prove you have anything to do with Hal. Yeah, we're just going along with your name for it. I sure hope nobody sues us. That's the biggest secret. Without knowing about the heat and the lint, they can't spot you or suspect anything, or steal your lint.
Don't those 60 people know about me?
60?
She said 60 people are in the room.
But the line says 20.
Oh, well, mine says 60.
Oh my god, this... God damn you, Bhutan. Very good, Theresa. I'm impressed. You get a gold star.
You were... This... Jan Struthers is very easily impressed.
It's like, you just show her a fidget spinner. Ah!
Aren't you a smarty?
These people are top-ranking officials from the Defense Intelligence Agency. Your watchers are people hired from outside. They know nothing, just the lint.
Can I tell my parents?
No,
Just
you
told you
read...
not to tell anyone. Why would it be okay to tell your parents?
Okay, see, Raptor, you're making sense. But then she says, that's up to you. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. She's like, she's trying to blackmail her. But remember, if you can't keep it a secret, why should your parents? Your mama will want to share it with Aunt Jessica. Then Aunt Jessica will want to share it with Uncle John. Before you know it, 10,000 reporters, that number exactly, will be parked in front of your house for the rest of your life. Because there will never be any stories for them to cover. No more.
Yeah, because the U.S. government's not going to take anyone out. It's not like they would ever kill anyone who knows secrets they don't want shared. Not if Hal never does anything.
All the more so. It's anticipating something that hasn't happened yet that interests people.
I think most reporters would be like, so you're all just saying a girl who hasn't done anything has something inside her that hasn't done anything. Fuck out of my office.
Yeah, I can't believe a reporter is saying this, but I'm too good for this. Breaking the conversation, let me absorb this new idea. This was heavy stuff, Doc, for a 10-year-old to think about. Something else had made me wonder.
Why is the operator one of you guys? This again?
What the hell are you talking about? I mean, you might ask the operator to connect you to somebody. Maybe somebody outside the country? We need to know who it is. It's for your protection. Oh, that little nugget. Oh, God.
Oh, I don't want to say this. How can I give off heat without burning up?
Okay.
Who cares?
What was that?
Who cares?
Okay, well, I guess you're about that age. You see, sweetie, when a man and a woman love each other very much...
No!
Chris Hansen walks in. Jan Struthers, have a seat.
No, honestly, like that's at the age when they were like, okay, kids, we're taking you to the Wonder of Wonders presentation.
Ugh,
And 10-year-old me was like, oh, please make it stop. Okay, there was a moment of silence. I had stumped her!
Checkmate, bitch.
Not stumped, it's just like she hasn't memorized everything, so she's just checking notes. Theresa, we think Hal is doing a lot of things around you, but not inside you. Oh my god, that fucking line. It's like you're in a party, a lot of people are dancing around you, but they're not making you dance. Actually, you wouldn't know about that because you don't have any friends. And
Oh my god, read the next line.
the father says, "I thought you were going to say dog there," and it was so much funnier to me. That sounded reasonable.
Okay.
Okay.
This cannot be real. Well, I'll leave you alone now. Thanks for talking with me. I'm very lonely. Call me anytime call me anytime you have questions. Like, I see what it's trying to say there, but it's like, it should be call me anytime you have any questions.
I'm very disappointed you didn't add and Lind.
And Lint. I'm sorry, I'm losing it right now.
Just go with next paragraph.
Guys, this is serious. He's losing his character as the lint lady.
Oh, it's like she's the volleyball from the Tom Hanks movie. Wilson, no, come back! Like, Lint Lady, no. She hung up. I'll bet the 20 people cheered her for doing a good job.
It still says 60 in my...
Good job, Jane.
Actually, I hate to break it to you, Teresa, but when you have a job like that, people don't care. They just go back to what they were doing before.
Great job, Jan. You fucked with a 10-year-old.
They like look at notes. Hold a sec. That wasn't even the right 10-year-old. We want Maine, not Massachusetts. There it was. They tapped the phone and watched me all the time. And they knew I was being watched. They knew that I knew. God damn it.
They knew, I knew, they knew, I knew.
So you see, there's no way they could know. I'm losing it is an accurate description of me during the stream. It's just progressively getting more insane, and this all feels like a fever dream. But I said nothing.
We're all gonna feel hungover tomorrow, and none of
Yes.
us are drinking enough.
But I said nothing to Mom and Dad. What must the spies be thinking about that?
Probably complete indifference.
Yeah, because you're just, or either they're thinking, okay, good, she's doing what we told her. In a moment, I realized Jan Struthers hadn't asked me if I'd told anybody besides my parents the secret. They knew I hadn't. How did they know that? Who was phoned?
Because they've been watching you.
Yeah, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Raptor, can you read a bit? I'm gonna get some water and...
Okay.
Yeah, and we really gotta stop nitpicking everything, because we still got a fair bit.
Yeah.
One day, I woke up at 6:30 a.m., tumbled out of bed, and changed into jeans and sweatshirt.
Okay, I'm sorry, I just had to say, she didn't get out of bed, she literally, like, tumbled, like, did a roll and then a cartwheel and a backflip.
Manny, get your water.
And I noticed an orange spot in the middle of the field of my view. It was right there, in the exact middle, no matter where I looked. I had to notice it immediately because it was small. It was like an orange golf ball, 40 feet. I put on shoes.
Whoa! 40 feet? Isn't she still in her bedroom? How big is this room?
Oh no, I think like the orange spot on her eyes might be like something that she sees like...
Like, it's so tiny, it's like she's looking at a golf ball that was 40 feet away.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Again, very badly written.
Okay, I put on shoes and walked to the living room. The orange spot was always there. Went out to the backyard. Likewise, the little orange ball was always there even when I looked up at the blue sky. That must have had something to do with it.
Okay, seriously, this sounds like she has like some like growth in her eye or something.
I'm gonna get that checked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just sounds like you're having vision problems. What is that for?
I whispered. A few days later, I was working in the tiny garden I kept in my backyard.
I'm sorry to
I like
interrupt
to-
again, but again, a few days later. Yeah, because nothing happened in that time.
I like to grow pumpkins, which were fairly easy to grow, and we grow 8 plants a year in the small plot. The plants now had vines 3 feet long, with little 1-inch pumpkins.
Okay, I just want to ask, have either of you ever watched Married with Children?
No.
It's with Ed O'Neill.
Oh, I've heard of it.
Yeah, the one episode, his doctor says to reduce his stress, he should take up a hobby like gardening. So he makes just like this piddly little garden in the backyard, and he's like, "Someday, kids, all this will be yours." We're like, well, golly, Pa. Just makes me think of that.
Again, I just think it's a case of the author adding in like his own little personal hobby. It's like he likes gardening, so again now Teresa likes gardening. He loves his pumpkins.
I'm actually starting to pity this guy a bit.
Don't.
It's pretty sad.
Go back after this. Watch the Down the Rabbit Hole episode again.
Okay.
And the saga of him fighting everyone who's ever criticized this book. Like, if we get a comment from this man telling us to fuck off, I will not be surprised.
I will be happy. It'll be my first YouTube comment.
Oh, now I feel bad for you.
Gee, thanks.
I was pulling up annoying weeds that kept sprouting up all the time. The worst part was that prickly weed, whose name I didn't know, would grow 3 feet tall.
Wait, I'm sorry. Whose name? It's a living being?
I guess so.
Well, it is a plant.
It has a name?
His name's Daryl. I used a hand spade to dig one of the prickly weeds up by the roots, and felt a rock. I brought up with 3-inch wide flat rock and threw it at a gallon water sprinkler, and 3 feet away. The rock hit the can dead center. I hadn't even tried to do that. Another rock and threw it at the can. Hit it there too.
Imagine that.
I got the rocks, walked 15 feet away from the can. I threw the rocks while keeping the orange dot in the eye. The can.
Wait. So what is this orange dot like?
She's a human sniper.
Yeah, this is like her laser aiming, or?
I guess so.
I can't.
Like I imagine, like she sees the orange dot on the water and it's like do 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 do.
Rocks hit the can again. Got the rocks once more, and walked 50 feet away. Nobody could have hit a can from this distance.
What?
It flew.
Okay.
Rocks hit the can.
Anyone who's ever played baseball would like to have a word.
It was an aiming device. Got the rocks to whatever I was looking at. Interesting. I couldn't see any use for it.
I love that.
She's 18. The government's gonna make her become like the U.S. government's assassin. And here's your scope, Miss Theresa. Scopes are for pussies. Okay. I have my orange dot.
Okay, the father says, weeds, you say? Now I'm just imagining, like, cricket comes bursting in. Weed, you say? No, weeds, plural. Oh, see you guys later.
That's how you summon cricket. You either bring up weed or the Riddler.
Yes. And if it's the Riddler with weed, oh boy.
Give her... You light a Riddler-themed bong and you summon her in your mirror.
Here's a funny comment. Water says, this man sounds like a previous gen Christian.
I mean, to be fair, Chris would be so pleased with himself for hitting something from 50 feet away.
He thinks that exercise consists of bench pressing a pack of soda.
2 days
I'm not
later,
kidding.
I know.
2 days later, I saw 10-year-old Tommy Quint walking back from the nearby convenience store. Sometimes saw him throwing a baseball with another boy. Funny, I thought Tommy was deaf, dumb, and blind. How could he throw a baseball?
See, no, this is why she's confused. She doesn't understand the concept of the other boy. A friend.
Going to Tommy's house, Mom.
Okay, dear.
Okay, since we're back to dialogue and my throat's feeling better, I'll start reading the other words.
Okay.
Tommy's house was 4 homes down the street. I knocked on the Kieran's door. The mother answered.
Hi, is Tommy here?
Jesus, this chick doesn't even get any lines. The mother found Tommy and told him Theresa was visiting. Tommy came to the door. Okay, she's like a creepy butler, just stares down, in a snobbish way down her nose at Theresa and walks away.
No. She's Lurch from the Addams Family.
Wearing. That's what Lurch does, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
you
Right.
rang.
Okay, who wants to be Tommy?
Oh, Tommy Wiseau, Tommy Wiseau.
I was gonna say
Oh,
Tommy from the Power Rangers just comes out. Ah! He punched me right in the face.
Either
hi
or.
to Hi.
Kenzie.
Wait, what? Oh. Hi, you want to pass the ball?
Sure, I'll get it.
Oh, hi, Mark. He retrieved a baseball and 2 baseball gloves, and we went to the street. Stepped up to the street. We stood roughly 15 feet apart and passed the ball back and forth. I backed up to 20 feet and we continued passing. I was getting the ball straight to Tommy's chest. Tommy was a bloody pulp by this point. He was not doing as well. I had to take a step or two to the side to catch the ball. Tommy stood in place.
Hey, you're pretty good.
Tommy exclaimed.
How did you do that? Anyway, how was your sex life?
Well, you see, this fox came by.
I'm a natural.
How's your sex life? I'm a natural. I backed up.
Ask Lisa.
I backed up to 30 feet. It went the same way. I hit Tommy dead on. Again, the fact that it's not specifying the glove just makes me think she's beaming him with this ball. And Terry's like, I can't see straight. Can we take a break now?
Theresa, I need to go to the hospital.
Pretty sure I got a concussion. Oh, hey, Theresa, when'd you get here? Well, Tommy's name was typical for a 10-year-old. Bad. Well, you're a 10-year-old.
Roasted.
Burn! You are the insult master!
Next week, Manny, you and I are playing a drinking game for every time this character jacks herself off.
You got it. Tommy's father came out and talked to Tommy. Can I take over, son? Tommy was glad to be relieved. The father smiled and asked, Ready?
Yeah.
I said. We tossed back and forth. Tommy's father had an accurate aim. I didn't have to step side to side to catch the ball. After a few throws, Tommy's father backed up to around 40 feet. No 10-year-old could throw accurately at this distance, he must have thought. Or no, he just thinks you're doing well, so let's try a little. We tossed the ball. I invariably got the ball straight to Tommy's father. This went on for another 10 minutes. God, you people are boring. Other people had been coming out to watch. Well, either that or people getting out of their cars wondering why you won't move out of the road. At last, the father... What, the father's here? You didn't tell me you were a celebrity. Noticed that I was getting tired.
Oh, hi, the father.
This was August, and it was very hot. Oh, let's call it quits, Theresa. The father said, it's getting hot.
Okay.
I went aside to talk to Tommy. Several adults came up to Tommy's father. One of them asked him, Raptor, you want to do that one? I'm not touching that.
Or no.
Good. How good is she?
She's incredible. Someday she might pitch for the Red Sox. August rolled on. It was a week before I was to begin the 5th grade. Before I was to begin, okay. And I could think of little else. Most kids said they hated school. I loved it. I was a nerd!
Let me remind you that I am just every parent's dream.
Yeah. It was there that I met all my friends. Press X to doubt. My friends, you mean bullies. You know they're not laughing with you. Who were scattered all over town in the summer. There that the girls invited each other to reach other's hopes. What the fuck does that mean?
So she's pointing out how, like, her friends would invite each other over to each other's houses. Noticed how throughout the summer, she never mentioned once going to a friend's house.
Loser. It was a working day for my parents, and Catherine had eaten something. Thank you for that specific information. August rolled on. Oh, I get it, because they were using a ball. I began throwing together lunch for myself. Mom had bought steaks. No. A 10-year-old trying to grill a steak. No.
Come on.
Do not ruin that. There was a new bottle of steak sauce. Fuck you! I tried to open it, but it was tight. Phrasing. The trouble with these steak bottles was that the cap was so narrow. There was no leverage to twist it. I tried harder. No wonder little old ladies starved to death. What are you talking about? I'm sorry, fucking what?
I have never once met a little old lady who drinks steak sauce.
How an old Mrs. Collins here died. Starved to death. She couldn't get the steak sauce bottle open.
She died clenching the bottle of ale.
Welcome back, Mr. Shadier and DG. Yes, much relevant. I wasn't here for a bit because I had to leave with no warning. Well, I'm glad you're back.
Yep, we're still at it.
You might not be glad that you're back after you hear a bit more of this. Well, that came out of nowhere. Yeah.
Tell us about it.
A little more effort and the bottle broke. I'm sorry. Are you a 10-year-old girl, or are you fucking Hercules?
Hercules.
Steak sauce spilled on the counter, not to mention, the shards of glass that are now lodged in your hand. A steak sauce bottle had particularly thick glass and should be unbreakable. Okay, is this just like... Did Bhutan have a stroke writing this part and just throw these lines in?
She has super strength. Move on. We gotta finish this.
I cleaned up the mess and put away the rest of the food. I wanted to think. No, you didn't. How had I broken the thick glass bottle with which not even a strong man could have done? I mean, did I have a lot of strength? I looked around for something to lift. Do you even lift, bro? The living room sofa was the heaviest piece of furniture in the house. Oh god, no. I lifted one end of it easily, but so did Dad. How could I tell how strong I was?
Well, let's put it into perspective, Theresa. He's a grown man, and you're a 10-year-old.
The father says, Hercules. Welcome back, Susan. You missed. I'm not sure. It all drifts away after.
No. The father, we're not letting that pass. The father, go to pun jail.
Progression. I went to the basement and looked around. Like many people, we Sullivans kept lots of junk we never used.
Just say my family.
We get it. You're called the Sullivans. I rummaged around and found 2 complete sets of old lawn horseshoes, grabbed a horseshoe with both hands, and tried to twist it. At first it didn't change, but as I applied more force, Hal seemed to get the idea. The horseshoe bent easily. The next morning, I approached Mom.
I want to see
I think that's
Father Legion!
That was actually Kenzie's.
We'll let it pass.
Okay. She spun her head around in surprise, like in The Exorcist. Okay, that's you, Raptor. Raptor?
Raptor.
Did we lose Raptor?
Well, guys, it finally happened. The story gave poor Raptor a stroke. Raptor.
Come back to us. Raptor, if you can hear me, blink twice.
Well, we're hosed.
Damn. I mean, what do we do now? Ah, we only got a couple pages left.
Give him a couple minutes.
Arise, chicken.
I'm sure it's probably a connection issue.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me see if I can get him in Discord and see what happened.
The story claimed Raptor's soul. Who wins to bet we'll see him in the later pages.
There he disappeared on Discord.
Internet cut out. Oh,
here he is.
Okay, there you go.
Welcome back, buddy.
We missed.
Okay, so we're on the line. What about?
That's you.
What about?
I'm Homestar 10.
I can't tell you.
Honey, you can tell me anything. Maybe I can help.
She's a ghost now. I can't tell you.
Mom was worried. Sometimes something serious must be going on, but even at age 10 I had certain rights to privacy. She's not trying to intrude on your privacy. She's trying to help you.
You're asking to go to confession and you won't tell her why.
Theresa, I'm not trying to rob you. I'm trying to help you.
Oh, my dear. I will drive you. Oh.
We got onto the ghost train. On the way through the living room, I picked up a burlap shopping bag. Do you know what burlap is? It's cheap, it's thin, it's smelly.
Move on. Those are, at least it's a thing.
Used by environmentally conscious people. Oh my god, quit. We'd be drinking so much right now, Kenzie, if this was next week. Who didn't want paper or plastic.
What's in there?
I'm masked.
It's a secret.
No, horseshoes.
Why are you taking them?
Hang on, sorry. Where are we at?
Okay, now you say it's a secret.
It's a secret. Sorry. My brother was trying to call me.
What's in there? Horseshoes. Yeah, as you do. Mom was really worried. She made a quick call to the rectory to make sure Father Richard... Dr. Richard Donutty.
Or, as his friends called him, Dick Donutty.
That's the stupidest name I ever heard. Donut.
I mean, I assume he meant to say Donahy. Or Donahue, but... would be there. We drove the 1.5 miles to the right. Okay, wait. The point of confession, though, is that the priest doesn't know who it is. Okay, and we're met at the door by the smiling 29-year-old priest because his age is so important to the story. I knew I could trust him to keep my secret. Priests were supposed to be beyond salvation if they revealed a secret or something like that. I was a retard. I didn't really know. That's what I thought then. Theresa wants to be a nun? He joked.
She won't tell me what it's about.
The father says I just keep making appearances. Looks like good this dude's a fan. Oh, he got more serious. Do we all talk together?
No.
I said.
Me alone.
Me alone. Me sad. Very lonely. Very well, Mrs. Sullivan. He indicated the living room, which served as a waiting room. This way. He smiled, showing me to his office. Father Donutty sat at his desk, and I sat in a chair in front of him. Now, Theresa, what's on your mind?
Sorry. I have to show you something.
I took 3 horseshoes out of the bag and stacked them together. The ends had small bends, and I had to arrange the horseshoes with one advanced over the one below so that the rest of the structures would lie flat on top of each other. Good God. Then I grabbed all 3 shoes at once by the ends and started trying to twist them. I applied more and more pressure over some 15 or so seconds until I did succeed in bending the horseshoes about 50 degrees. Okay. I put them down on the desk. The priest thought it had to be a trick. He picked up a horseshoe and tried to bend it with all his strength. It didn't budge. He tried the other 2 with the same result. It was no trick. I had bent all 3 at once. He tried to remain calm as I waited patiently for his comment. The thought of a diabolic possession had to be the first thing that came to him. Possession was often manifested by super strength. No, it's the other way around. He managed to say, "How did you do that?"
I have something from space. The government knows about it. They watch me all the time. They followed me. I saw them.
Well, nothing to question there. When?
When we came here, Mom doesn't know.
They followed you here.
Yeah, they're in the green car.
I pointed in the direction of the parking lot. You saw them? He got up to look out the window at the small parking lot. There was a green car out there, a four-door sedan. Instead of driving into the parking space as everybody did, they had backed up so that the two men inside could watch the rectory. There was a blue car next to it, similarly backed in to watch the rectory. This car had a male driver and female passenger. Can you wait here a minute, Theresa?
Yeah.
He went outside. The window was open in the heat. I'm sorry, just every time this story says heat or the heat, it just sounds so disgusting. So I walked
You're
over.
welcome.
Yes. So I walked over to listen to whatever I might hear. When Jan Struthers saw him, she instantly got out of the blue car and quickly walked over to him. She's there again!
And then she shot him.
This fucking woman is back again! These men don't know everything. Only I do. What did Theresa say? And he got any lint? I'm not at liberty to say. It's not the usual stuff? It isn't. It's critical you tell no one. Theresa will be the first to suffer. I don't know why I find that so funny. People will come after her. They'll kidnap her, kill her, or worse. Who are you? I work for the American government. How many of you are there? Hundreds! That's a lot of people. And this is again such a riveting back and forth. Do you understand how important...
Sky?
Sorry, what was that?
How many stars are in the sky?
Yeah.
Trillions.
Here that are like Shake's response. Hundreds. Literally thousands. Do you understand how important this is? No, because you've literally told me next to nothing. Father Donati thought things over for a moment. I'll need to tell the cardinal. Why?
Yeah, I'm on the same page with her for once.
Yeah, a just question, my liege.
Just imagine Father Donati looking like Homer at the end of that One Tree House Horse segment. Donut Man.
Theresa needs one person she can trust. I need the Cardinal's help to stay close to her wherever she is. Okay, priest, you realize she's a girl, right? Alright, but it goes no further. Don't call him on the phone. Talk to him in person and ask if he's got any lint. Jan Struthers walked back to her car and he returned to his office. I'd like the Cardinal to come here and talk with you sometime. So they're going to discuss time, okay. Is that alright?
Sure.
I said. A meeting was arranged with the Cardinal. It was concluded that there was no diabolical possession. No, they have tests for that. It's like, I was a perfectly normal, good girl.
You know, okay, I'm showing, like, how much I actually know about paranormal possession, even though I don't know about it. There are actually extensive tests to prove that possession is not the ultimate cause of someone's problems.
Yeah.
That involves medical doctors, psychologists, and the church.
Yeah.
And everything has to be crossed out before they reach paranormal possession.
Yeah, like
this is not a secret anymore.
I know, like, people like to joke, like, oh, you know, the church is ignorant of science, but especially the Catholics are no, they don't want any of that bad PR anymore. So they're up about science and everything. Like you said, they do extensive testing. Say like,
now,
no.
Keep in mind that's only when it comes to possession. When it comes to pedophilic charges, oh, that's all still hush hush.
Yes. Yeah, then they become Schultz. I know nothing. Okay.
Just move him. Just move him to a different town. It'll be fine.
My story confirmed by the brief visit of Jan Struthers. Yeah, the brief visit, you mean running out of her car and saying, like, okay, this is what's going on, don't tell anyone. Had to be true no matter how amazing it was.
It just had to be. Because plot.
Source, trust me, bro.
Alright, we're almost done. Let's take it home.
Okay. I did so well in the 5th grade, it was decided I'd skip the 6th and go straight into 7th. Oh, fuck.
Because why the fuck
Yeah,
not?
fuck you. I would graduate from high school at 17. Oh god, this is just so convenient. Part of the decision.
Technically, I graduated high school at 17 because of how my birthday fell. That's not particularly impressive.
Okay, we can do this. We can do this. Part of the decision to let me skip a year was my hair. No, it was not! What the fuck are you talking about?
What?
Keep going, come on.
It started growing very thick. Oh, matron. After Hal came around. I mean, you could grab a handful of my hair and feel the weight like it was wet. There's so much wrong with that sentence.
Keep going.
Mom was sure this was a sign of my change of life and I need to be with girls my own emotional age. Yeah.
Okay, so several questions.
That big emotional difference between 17 and 18.
2 questions. 1, how does the fact that her hair is getting thicker as she's getting older correlate to emotional age? 2, when you go through that change of life, there is something that happens with hair, but it's not typically associated with the ones that grow on your head.
Yeah, again, it's like, do we need to call up Jan here and be like, Jesus, you're having me talk to her about this again. It feels like you should be doing it, being her parents and all, but okay. Yeah, and for a penny.
Father Dick shows up. I'll do it. I'm calling him Father Dick, by the way.
That's fine. If they talk about pulling her hair, I'm out before I get put on a list. Thank you, Darius. Jan Struthers walked by me sometimes in a store or someplace when Mom and Dad were outside. Why keep it secret anymore? She asked how things were going and asked was there any news about Hal. I never told her about the orange spot in my eye field. My eye field? Or the strength Hal gave me. They'd haul me off to some laboratory. One time I asked her how many people were watching.
And give her some mental drugs.
Okay, I'm just saying right now, if she's ever diagnosed or checked up on by any doctors, I am doing the voice of that doctor to do Matt justice. Okay.
Of course.
I asked her how many people were watching me. 400! She said! And I had to say it like that because there's an exclamation point. It takes that many people to watch somebody 24 hours a day without being noticed. No, it doesn't.
In fact, that makes it more likely to get noticed.
Is this the Truman Show now? It would be easier if I lived in an Iowa farmhouse. They could keep an eye on me from a distance. They're already doing that. But when Mum and I went into Boston, 150 watchers had to spread out to keep an eye on me. It would be just as bad when I went to high school and moved around a lot. Jan Struthers said, I suggested we give you $10 million if you promise to stay home. They turned it down. They were right. I wouldn't stay home. We fucking made it through chapter 1.
So,
Thank fuck!
So far?
I love and hate it at the same time.
Oh my god, guys, I am so hungry.
So am I.
We've been doing this for 2 hours.
Okay, let me tell you that. It's been when we started, it had been about 5 hours since I'd eaten, and I drank whiskey. So this is gonna start
Oh,
kicking
you're
in
hosed.
soon. Yeah. Okay, let's see.
But
The father says, same way a magic fox manifests a white orb from its stomach. Magic. Darius, welcome back, Bagel. Oh, Bagel, whoa. Where? I don't see his comments. Some bad news. You never returned to the stream. You fell asleep without realizing. That's why the story's so weird. You should really wake up now. Field sounds like a bizarre Lovecraftian horror, and feels like I've been here for days. Okay,
how the
so
fuck do you think we feel, Darius?
yeah, Raptor, give us your thoughts.
That was. That's all I can really think so far.
Fair point.
Kenzie?
You know, it went on for a bit, and I think, as from one writer to another, he could have made some changes.
Understatement, but yes, I appreciate the brevity.
So, Raptor, was it at least a little bit easier to get through with the help of friends?
Yes.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that.
And are you glad you paid Bean $10 to get you through this?
Yes. Don't feel glad about paying $12 to Norman Bhutan for this book.
Fair.
Supported him.
You love this? Manny, I think that's trauma bonding. Yeah,
AKA Stockholm Syndrome.
Yeah, I'm identifying with my captor, the book. Okay, well.
Before we reach page 467, Manny's gonna be in love with Norman.
No, that will never happen. I can guarantee you that now.
Bet.
But yeah, so I gotta go eat something. Kenzie's gotta go eat something. Raptor, I'm sure you have school tomorrow. And we all just need to lie down and have a think about reality. And the human
Gonna
condition.
go read something good.
Yeah. But thank you all for tuning in. Kenzie, thank you as always for coming on. It was great having you
My pleasure.
here again. And Raptor, it was great having you on for the first time. Great finally hearing your voice, man. Good talking to you in voice chat. And I look forward to next week.
Yeah.
Looking forward, just in accepting the inevitable, you know.
I'm looking forward to the company of you two again.
I'll take that.
And okay, I just have to say, since I'm supposed to be your simp, especially your company, Kenzie. I realized I've been shirking my duties lately.
Great, I will send you to horny jail later.
Simping is not horny. Oh my god. I need to explain this to all of you all the time.
Fine, we'll make simp jail.
Okay, that's cool.